Welcome to the Abbey. Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. What you're seeing here is my Sexton moving into position here at the Abbey. And I'm using a new intro technique. And what I'm going to do is get this artillery in place. And then I'm going to show you how the River Road attack proceeds from this position and this technique. It's really quite amazing, and this game is an absolute perfect execution of this plan, which probably is why, it turned out to be the 13 kill game that you all know it to be. So it's real simple. I'm here posted up, Kilo 8. We're looking straight down to get shots on Charlie 8. This is where we're trying to build the graveyard. Now you can do this from other locations. Kilo 7, Juliet here. You could try it here as well. The advantage of sitting at Kilo 8 is that the window here is very small. If they want to come and get me, you can't really miss the shot. It's almost unmissable. It's just that good. And I'm also elevated off the ground, so when they come up the dirt road, they run into the problem that they're slow as dirt here, and again, you just can't miss. Defensively, this is just an awesome location for an artillery. Now, it's a little bit tougher for a Sexton US because I have a shorter range shot, but that's okay. I can hit Charlie 8, but I can't really hit Charlie 9. Now, I've got to worry about this T2 light here that's at Gulf 6 or 7. So, we got to keep our eyes on this guy. And so as an artillery guy, I stopped firing down at Charlie 8. I have no helpers to speak of. I have one guy, I don't know what he's up to over here at the base. I don't know his reliability. His reliability is low. My reliability is high, and he's dead, Jim. That's the thing, so I had to shift my concentration there. Now let me see if I can go down here and get the... What the heck is that? Trying to get the spotter. No, that's enemy. I don't want an enemy. I want a friendly spotter. This is not bad. It's not the one I wanted, but I'll take it. So here you're going to see what it looks like from the spotter's perspective as the artillery is just mashing guys in the Charlie 8 target zone. Another crushing kill. That's the enemy. I don't know why my spotter. There we go. That's the spotter. So my primary goal is to pound Charlie 8 and anybody in that area or anybody I can get shots at. I can get a shot at the artillery. Over there was at the top of Bravo 8, but I'm working on the guys at Charlie 8 as a primary because there's two guys there. Now the artillery is moving to back them up, which is fine. Another one bites the dust. That M2 medium got him. And this is just going like clockwork. The whole point is we're playing to win the game, obviously. Now, as I'm scoring more and more kills, it occurs to me that I'm going to try and get as many kills as I can possibly get. But the root goal is to get the win and not be crazy. All right, let's go back here. Now it's 6-3. At this point, I saw the scoreboard was 10. I go, I'm in great shape. I go, well, yeah, I can get, maybe 1, 2, or 3 more kills depending on the traffic pattern and what have you. And so since I can't see these guys, I'm thinking I need to start moving, and in fact, that's what I did. Because with 3 guys left, I can't see them, but they're all mostly further down the 8 line. Now I moved into range. I've got shots. I'm going to have shots on the artillery. Let me get my boy. And this is my closest spotter. So he's in trouble, but he killed my spotter, that freak. But I think, okay, whatever. You still have me to contend with. And you're toast. So that solved that problem. Now, that guy's on my base, and I have moved forward now since I saw that. There I go. I turned around, headed back to defend the base. There's that guy. Boom, one shot, you're dead. Now he was damaged, of course, so it's not a problem. But the thing that was so good is that all of the problems that came up that were out of the ordinary for my artillery shooting, like the T2 light who I killed, and then the guy on my base who I just killed, it's standard business for me. But you've got to be paying attention as an artillery guy. Your responsibilities extend beyond just shooting artillery shells downrange. Too many people become in love with the ability to shoot shots downrange because it is fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, this is the enemy S-35. He's the last guy. At this point, as you can see, I got 12 kills. I'm like, hey, if I can get this guy, I'm gonna set a new record for myself. So I was really concentrating on this one. This guy's in trouble. And he's just not, he needs to be hugging the wall more. He's not hugging the wall as closely as he should be. And that's going to cost you, brother. As you could see, what I did, I was shooting him with my red circle lock-on. And voila, 13 kills, a new record for me, a super result. All right, here you can see River Road from my perch, and I'm going to go head down with the free camera to show you the destruction that litters Charlie 8, the graveyard. Now we're getting there. The unbridled carnage of just dead tanks littering the entire square. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, looks like 10, 11 tanks here. See if we can get a more bird's eye view. There we go. Look at this nastiness. There you go. There's 4 right there that you can see in this 5. Looks like 5 tanks. You'll see there's one at the very bottom of the screen, one dead center, one right, one on top of the pink and green one, and then there's one to the left on fire. That's 5. 6 right there in front of you. 7. That's 8, 9, 10, the green one. Number 11 is there with the fire below the track. 12, 13. This is just unbridled carnage. Now we have Bernie to thank for this idea. He had the great idea of using the free roam camera to show the devastation that this attack leveled on the forces here, primarily at Charlie 8. So he had been experimenting with the free roaming camera for video purposes, and man, what a great suggestion that was. I never would have thought of this, and I would have lost this opportunity, but it was just absolutely phenomenal. So thanks a lot, Bernie. I think this is just an awesome idea, and it looks just unbelievable. Here we are at the end of game screen, and this is where you get to see the results, like right in front of you. Obviously 13 kills, magnificent, the best I've ever done. Almost 3,000 damage. You know, just awesome. No complaints. The Sexton artillery is a killer artillery because it has an 81% silver bonus, and that's why you see, without a booster, I got 82,000 silver in that game, because it was just a monster performance. On top of that, I use it with a 3-star commander, with a quick learner, and a enhanced rations bonus. So it goes from 30% commander bonus to 50% total. And that's how I got 12,000 commander points, also without a booster. So this, I run this all the time, because at any moment, you never know. Now I'm going to average, 5,000 or more per game. Some games like 3,500, not as good. Other games like this one, 12,000, because it's magnificent. But the average result, I'm going to get a 5,000 plus per game, as a general rule, while I'm doing the long haul. I don't need to waste boosters on it. It's just right there. This is organic, and it's awesome. So now let's go check the medals and see what we got. I only got 4 medals, which is kind of odd when you consider I had a monster killing game with 13 kills. So a total bonus. I already had the Ace badge, but anytime you earn Ace Mastery badge, you know you are playing at the apex of the game, which you saw was true. We also got a Bruiser, which has got, you've got that awarded for killing crew or knocking out modules. We got the High Caliber, which is the gold wreath for doing the most damage, duh. And then we got the Top Gun for killing 6 or more guys. Obviously, I killed double the Top Gun, so that's a double Top Gun. Now, there's no such thing, but it just sounds good. So that was, totally fantastic. Now you can see here on the scoreboard, this covers everybody. MVP for myself. The other artillery with his monster game also. He was the team MVP and clearly their best player. And so in one of the key moments in the game clearly was the fact that I killed him. My killing of him was our team's best player, which is myself, killed their team's best player, which was also the other artillery. The other key moment for me, in my mind, was killing the T2 Light who was coming to get me. Realistically, that was the first key moment. The second key moment was killing their artillery. And then the third key moment really was the final kill, because at that point I established a new record for myself with 13 kills in one game if I execute that properly, which I did. And so that's the thing, is that you train yourself, or at least I trained myself, to make the proper decisions. And all the decisions I made in that game were the right decision. When I came down from the perch to go down forward, down River Road to get the shots that ended up killing the enemy artillery, that was a key decision that set me up for that key moment. So you don't have the key moment the same way if I didn't go down there. I wanted to get him. I wanted the luxury of using my splash damage rounds to kill him, because if the shot misses and it only barely damages him, it gets some damage. I didn't want to use armor piercing, because you have to directly hit the guy like a sniper, which the artillery gun is not a good sniper gun. So in this critical position, he had no idea where I was, so I was able to go and do that. So that's one of those decisions that was made that's not obvious on the surface, but looking back at it, you can recognize, yeah, that was really a good idea. And that's really why, is because I wanted to hit him with splash damage rounds to kill him that way, versus a little chancier armor piercing for artillery anyway. So now I'm going to show you guys the setup of the artillery, just so you can see it if you've never seen this before. It's fairly basic stuff. You need gun laying drive to make your circle close faster. You need to reload to get yourself to the minimum reload, which is 5.47 seconds. You need the traction, because this gives you faster hull rotation. And then for spotting targets down range when you're by yourself, like when I was fighting that S-35 at the end of the game, the advanced optics help you in that regard when you're by yourself, not having a spotter. So here we have the consumables, which is the gold repair. We have I just have the white first aid, because I almost never get hit, and I'm not going to get hit multiple times. Sometimes I might lose one crew member, and that's basically about it. If it happens more than that, I'm probably dead anyway. So we get gold repair, white first aid, because it's cheaper. Even though this makes a ton of money, I could afford to use gold first aid. But, whatever. You do whatever feels right for you. But you need to have enhanced rations. This gives you the increased accuracy if you need that, which I used on a lot of occasions. Also gives you 10% more. Right here you can see it. If you look at the passive boost, 10% commander experience boost. That's why I use it. That's how I got 12,000, because I have the enhanced rations here. Now my commander, you can do all of this with 4 skills, and that is quick learner. This is the 10% bonus for your commander. Reload, steady aim. This gives you the maximum closure of your circle. And then the born leader gives you the final bit of reload time adjustment and also the final closure of your circle. So these 4 are all you need to execute what I executed right on the screen in front of you. Now, as you get more unlocked, I added the armor angling for defense, and I also add the clutch braking, and that gives me increased hull rotation. So the tracks give me increased hull rotation and also the clutch braking. This is the maximum. It can't go any faster than this. In fact, I'll show you what this is. If you look here, the hull rotation, top center column, top of the column says hit points 330. That's the American Sexton. The British has 300 points. So the American one has a slightly shorter range for splash damage rounds, but you get 30 extra hit points in case they roll up on you, which that T2 Light tried to do. Hull rotation speed at this point, it's got its max, which is 28.78 degrees per second, which isn't fast, but that's the fastest it can be. And that's because I have the traction system, and I also have the clutch braking. So these are the key things. You can see down in the bottom of the middle column under where it says primary, the reload time, 5.47 seconds. I just call it 5.5 seconds. That's the minimum reload time you can get. The accuracy is below that, is 0.45 meters off center is what that means, or 45 centimeters off center. That is the lowest number any artillery can have in the game. That's why I use the Sexton. It's got the most centered shot pattern with one of the lowest reload times. The Su-26 Tier 3 Soviet does have a smaller reload time, but it shoots a less powerful bullet. Just helping you out there. So that is the Sexton artillery, in case you're worried about artillery learning how to get better, etc., etc. So what you saw here is the whole package. Now, when I was playing those games, I was working on stuff, and I had a few more games, and then I got another game that I'm going to show you on the same map. Welcome to the Abbey. Here we're on the other side. This is the bonus game. We're going to show you the River Road attack from the north side. As you can see here, I'm at Alpha 6, and I'm headed over here to Bravo 9. And I'm going to be running the River Road attack from this side. Again, same thing as the last time. We're primarily looking to shoot down the 8 line. Although I'm not trying to make the graveyard at Charlie 8. I'm trying to make a graveyard that's really more back here about G8. But it's the same general idea. And again, if you're a good artillery player and you've mastered your vehicle, sky's the limit on the scoring. Anything could happen. Good or bad. One of the things you got to worry about bad is guys sneaking in through here. Now you can play it safer and go further back all the way up top of Alpha 8. And it makes them have to roll in towards you in front of your gun. Here I'm paying attention. Notice I have guys over here and a guy in the center here. It's very difficult for someone to come in by my base and come in this way. So I'm good. But I'm paying attention. As an advanced artillery player, it's not hard for me to do this. Now, let's see if we can get a good spotter. There we go, right here. In fact, this guy's pretty good. Actually, that's not a spotter. That's an enemy. There's our spotter. So here you can see what's going on. At least a little bit better than artillery position. Artillery position is not the best position. Now here, once again, we're down 2 right from the get-go. So I don't have a lot of guys here for some reason. I don't know what these guys are thinking. This is an example of poor organization by your team. They're not doing what needs to be happening. So he's toast. We still have his spotting. Now he's got this Panzer 1C. So what? Guess what, buddy? You're dead. Boom, gone. Alright, so I'm further back, fortunately, and the guys are not close enough to really make too much of a move. Now, enemy artillery is shooting at me, that freak. So I'm moving up to get out of his way and just stay a kind of bobbing and weaving target as I work on this guy. He's smoked. But I gotta watch out. I don't want this guy coming around and getting me. I mean, these guys were weak, so I knew I had a chance to be able to make a couple of good shots, bing, bang, and they're gone. Now I got this other dork. You know, it's still dangerous, of course. We're still losing. But you're going to have to make a killer stand. Like I just made another kill there, which is fantastic. But now we're only down 1. And this is calming down. Basically, if we can kill this guy, they're back in trouble. I'll be, you know, a freelance artillery guy instead of a guy fighting defensively to save my team and save myself. Fighting this medium jerk. That guy's almost dead. Alright, we lucked out. He's gone. So now there's just that one light tank there. He'll get annihilated quite quickly. Now we got guys coming in across from my base. But I'm aware of that, and there's also nobody down the line as I'm looking. No, I've got no guys spotted over there. I've got 2 guys, as you can see, which form a shield on my base against these 3 light tanks. I got a 3rd guy coming in. Now there's 5 of them. So at this point, I saw that. I go up. I got to go over here and help my boys. And this is what's happening. So this is my best spotter. Now these guys have a problem. They're below the horizon to me, and I can shoot them when they're below that horizon because it's a very slow, angled slope. So they're in trouble. Boom. That's why I said he's in trouble. This guy on the right is also in trouble. This guy here on the left I'm looking at, he's in trouble. It's a cornucopia of shots to be had. That guy's a one-shot kill on the left. This guy in front of this dude is a pain in the butt. So my spotter is here trying to do something. Now another guy's rolled up to help, which is good. We're still losing technically, which is, you know, amazing. We're giving a great defensive stand. I busted that guy. Enemy artillery is drilling. The guys are in my base, so you're going to see me actually. Let me get my position. There we go. What's up, homie? We took the lead. Another one bites the dust, baby. Now this one was a bad River Road attack that went wrong that I was basically lucky to save. It's not easy to do. It's very hard. It's very hard. It doesn't happen successfully very often. My team was really poor. But as long as I'm in artillery, if you're an ace artillery, you feel like you have a chance. Just like an ace sniper is like, as long as he's in position making kills, he's got a chance. And that's exactly what happened here. It was unbelievable. This was a bad example of how this attack should be run. We didn't have enough guys on the 8 line, but we hung in there and pulled one out. And lucky for me, another monster game. 7 kills with almost 2,600 damage. It's fantastic. Okay, so this is the bonus game, which was the River Road attack from the northern side. And as you saw, 7 kills, almost 2,600 damage. Again, because of the monster damage, the silver bonus kicks in. 81,000 total silver, no boosters. 10,000 commander experience, no boosters. Because you do damage, you're going to score. And you're going to score a lot of commander points if you set yourself up right. Now let's check out the medals. That's funny. I get 5 medals in this game. I got 4 in the better game. Go figure that out. Now this one, I did not get the M Ace badge. I got the first class badge, but that's okay. Got a Stark medal. Destroy at least 2 enemy vehicles and receive damage. Well, I didn't receive damage in the first game at all. So that's why I didn't get a Stark medal. So, whatever. Got the Bruiser, damage enemy modules or crew members. I got the Top Gun for getting 6 or more kills. Because, I got 7 kills. Gold Wreath, that is the high caliber for most damage in the game. And then the #1 Silver Wreath is the first class badge. So yes, I got almost 2,600 damage. That's a first class. It's not a mastery ace badge, but that's okay. I already have that badge. The scoreboard overall. So, I was MVP, so obviously I led my team. I got a little bit of help here, as you can see. Stuart made a kill. Hot Dog is a robot. He got 3 kills. That's that superstar. Another robot. Another robot. The rest of my team wasn't good. But I did get, I've got a little bit of help up there. Enemy team. Their top guy was a Steadfast. 2 kills, 790. That's actually a solid game for Steadfast. They did the best that they could. My team was horrible. My players didn't, this guy, this Flat Bunny guy did nothing. He 000'd it. Thanks a lot. He had a great tank, an E6X. That's from the Xbox 360 version. That's a good tank if you use it right. He didn't use it right. So, fortunately, I was the anchor of our defense along River Road, and then once again at the base. But I did have help from the guys shielding me who were on the far side of the base from where I was shooting, which was, that was on the western side. That would have been like Alpha Bravo 5, something like that. So I had those guys there, which helped. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching the South Side River Road attack, which was the star of the video. And then the bonus North Side River Road attack that went horribly wrong because not enough forces went there. but it did showcase the ability to play great defense and stop that attack, completely crushing it, and then heading back to stop a secondary attack on my base. So another successful game, a good lesson, a lot of stuff to learn and understand there. So I thought this video was very, very successful. Now, obviously, my original goal was just to show you the match where I set my record of 13 kills in the game, which is just magnificent, and it feels fantastic. I am not going to lie to you. The other stuff makes it, a bonus to be appreciated, and you could, learn from it in the future. So I want to thank you guys for watching the video, especially thank all of the subscribers that I have. Hope you guys really, got to enjoy this video to the fullest. I look forward to seeing you guys again in another video. Remember, tell your friends, that way they can check this video out. Maybe they'll learn something, especially if they're artillery guys. And then they can look at it and see whether they want to leave a like or subscribe, what have you. So I want to say I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again in another video. It's about time to end the deal. So I want to thank you once again. I will see you guys later, and I'm out of here.